All right. Now, we come to why we deny today with my very distinguished panel. Today we start a series we know been done they do as much in the past. Because of the dynamic leadership of the Honorable Minister of Transport and Aviation, he decides to let us go in depth in the transport sector and bring every single one of the MDs within the ministry, for that they can provide a comprehensive update. So they can say this is now your opportunity for get detailed updates on the transport and aviation sector of the country. What's in the happen, what's in the accomplish, what's in the goal. And we get pretty much every one of them now and then top leadership there. On my immediate right, the Honorable retired Colonel Alhaji Touye, when I'm a colleague in a cabinet and one of the people that I get utmost respect for. Honorable Minister, we tell you thank you for being here, and I appreciate you, your leadership, and the work you do. Next to the minister, we get Mr. Isaac Ken Green, who is the Acting Director General for the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority. I want for calling the Waka Fine man. So he didn't have to talk to me about Waka Fine. Next to him, we get the Reverend Smart K. Senesi, who is the Executive Director for Salone Road Safety Authority. So we can talk to you about safety, what him will do. On my left, you can see, you left, and then you had to stay back, right? So I get my sister, Madam Musaya Obari, Director General, Sierra Leone Civil Aviation Authority. All my we don't pay attention to that sector, know about the tremendous work we Madam Musaya Obari don't do. And then next to Madam Musaya Obari, na man we call main man. It's the main man. All my we know me, we know say this man. I don't want to call him by the names they working call him, but a correct man, a young man this. They do a terrific job as well. Mr. Yankuba Aske IBO. We all get what I name the working column, but now the Director General for the Sierra Leone Ports and Harbour Authority. And then last but by no means the least, we get Mr. Emmanuel B.A. Lansana, we are the Deputy Executive Director for the Sierra Leone Maritime Agency. Now agency, eh? Administration. Okay, yeah, I think you point out to me, say it should be Sierra Leone Maritime Administration. Thank you for that. I think I apologize for the mistake in the flyer. So without further ado, I hand over first to the minister. It will take 10 minutes for giving the state of play in the sector, and then I go through each of the panelists. Then they get about 7 minutes for tell me just brief updates, and right after that, we can to okay. So we'll come to you, Minister Pandey. Transport, aviation. Now you get, I think, one of the biggest sectors in our cabinet. When you think about the sector, where every citizen is affected by this sector, because we must move, we must interact, whether that food, what they eat, prices, real life, real livelihood, it is in your sector. So waiting at the state of your sector today, give me an overview and lay the foundation where we can now build on and look at each of your agencies that were under you. 10 minutes.
So since last year, he appointed me. As soon as he appointed me, first, I go on for tell me colleague, my predecessor, when now commissioner or the chairman for NRA, that na Cabinet Kalon, we na ina been the former Minister of Transport, say he been do a lot of work, and so myself come, I just continue from Usai stop. So first, what in I do after His Excellency, he don't come up with the big 5 changes. I've been going to go through that and do my own strategic plan, because say, as they can say in English, if you no plan well, you plan yourself fulfill. So we make sure say we draw up I come up with a plan for my ministry. And this plan, I'll look at the three key areas then, land transportation, that is the air, land and sea transportation na Sierra Leone. So we do that, and that go right through the various agencies there. And for do that, may not go for do them. I mean, if you do a plan, you're able for execute, and then not just don't waste your time. So then, me colleague they also with the high table. I really want to commend each and every one of them, because they support and they work very hard, and so I'm always proud of each and every one of them, including my deputy, where they are when I'm Mr. Rex Bonaparte, they are, so they all are proud of them, and they give me all the support. So whether they say transport sector, transport ministry, the positive news, them all they come because of the individuals they are. So not only they only provide the strategic guidance to each and every one of them. So to the three areas then, when I said accept, say, first to the land transportation. We don't get so many successes. I'm not go into detail, but the various individuals that will come, then go talk, or they go dive deeper into each one of the areas then. Of course, one ourselves know this, the iconic, the 50 World Bank project, buses then we've been get for buy, when are the Waka Fine buses. Then we all know, we see how then they support for move passengers then from the two corridors then where we get. And we see every day how then passengers then they support, and they also they bought them buses, and everybody they really enjoy them buses. And the Waka Fine bus. Mr. Ken Green will come and will talk a bit more about them. With the World Bank project as well, we also they do the buses, the terminals. So very soon when I go see we Waka Fine with the change side, and they start from. We get a bus terminal where then at that lonely end where most of the buses then, and not only the Waka Fine buses, but also the other forms of transportation that the Poda and Kekes, they all go for use then terminals, and they again will come. Mr. Ken Green maybe go deeper into that, or if they get any questions to that. Now, regarding the air transportation, of course, we don't see a lot of work where they don't do a lot of improvement where Madam Barry himself don't do and also we don't see we don't get more flights than where they come into Sierra Leone, and also we even get 2 more airlines that we're in discussions with. We very soon they say we'll go for come. Regarding the sea transportation, also the port, we don't see a lot of successes, but they get some challenges again regarding the sea and also maritime, where the DG and the ED then will talk about then, but we don't make so many progress at them part than they. That on the first part. The second thing we are do also, now that when His Excellency say we all for go and then sign a performance contract. So myself been told I'm fit. You can imagine we get all these incredible individuals them, we from part of the ministry. So the task where His Excellency give me not go able for do them by myself. Myself get for break down that task then they to all them individuals they are, within they are, the colleagues them they are, for make sure we do the right thing. And so then we get for come, then sign them performance contract. We, as His Excellency, they evaluate me Now, so myself, they evaluate each and every one of them for make sure say them perform and then do their job very well. Currently, Sierra Leone we continue for excel, not just the transport sector, they excel not just inside Sierra Leone, but also outside of Sierra Leone. Currently, the chancellorship of the Regional Maritime University, where ide Ghana, now we Sierra Leone, now we they head that university there as chancellor, and Nami eventually they performed that role there as chancellor.
Now, because the minister frame around land, air, and sea, in terms of the interventions, would they do the same thing? Would they start at the land? So would they come to public transport? After they will go to road safety. Now only handle the land side. So I start with Mr. Ken Green for talk about, I think that one of the most popular sector right now in the country, the Mensa call the iconic Waka5. Also we did on the question of public transport, especially in the metropolis, Freetown and around. What are the status of this project? Also you did right now in your interventions and what do people expect next? You get 7 minutes, sir.
I want to go straight to public transport, Nasalo. Fambulem, since the inception of Sierra Leone Road SLRTC, Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation, in 1964, the transport sector not ever gets any authority with the regulate public transport. So when government received the 52 million grants, I will split up 50 million from the World Bank and 2 million as counterpart funding from the government of Sierra Leone. So in total, 52 million. Then decided for create this project, we will all know what's now in the IROM project, Integrated Resilient Urban Mobility Project, we reside in the Ministry of Transport. This project begets 4 components them. One of the main components them, now before transform the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation from an operator to a regulator. Because they realize say nobody know they regulate public transport in the entire country. And in addition to that, they also try to create the informal sector, then Puda, then Okada, they bring them together for formalize them, make them begin operate now like how SLRTCBD, so that they will get staff them, we will work, get pension, we will get paid leave, and all that kind of thing they need. Because when we member na the informal sector, the Puda people na turn they take. If that Puda they wreck, it not get leave. Where you don't owe, you don't pay the end where you don't get pension. So this project see and fix. So in addition for transforming the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation from operator, they do the right boss, run boss, to a regulator, they want them where they tell them waiting them for do, how them for run the boss them, almost o'clock they for run the boss them, whose kind driver they forget, then decide they for form this one. So as a result of that, they enact the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority Act on the 24th of April last year, 2023. And in that act today, they repeal the Sierra Leone Road Transport Corporation Act because we know governments no one be operator and regulator at the same time. You know, be the player and the referee. So then create, as a result of that, we create the MTC, we are the Metro Transport Company. Now, who that they get this company? It's fine for let people they understand that today. What the government do is say, them people here who want to create to at the informal sector, they don't get nothing. Now, and today, it's today, then come back for tomorrow. Let we give them seed money. So government procure 50 boss them and give them people here at the informal sector at a 50% discount with no interest. Mark that. No interest whatsoever. 50%. So this worker fine boss who na this is so. Now government don't say we dey loan them. Them people here where we don't bring together. Drivers Union, Pura and Transport Owners Association, Passenger Welfare, Commercial Tricycle Association. All them people here we una know. Now they own worker fine, yeah. Now they get worker fine. Not to government get worker fine. Waiting government do now for loan them like seed money, make una self grab una trunk for una self, then una multiply and una grow. Now than the nine governments do. So remember, governments give them all them boss they at a 50% discount with no interest whatsoever. So now then the day don't they run boss. Waiting the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority to do now for regulate them, because that is the way forward. If we are all member and if we all get to be honest with yourself, the entire transport system be chaotic. All man they do what they feel for do. With what they plan, so now we not reach days. We not reach days. We want to make sure say now we own power. Where Parliament dealing with this act one mentioned to UNA for make sure say now we go advertise for route them. Now we go make people transport bus operating company then bid for the route here. And Uda win the bid, now he go drive another route. So you don't get chaos. So now that is a plan for do. And by the grace of God, when we reach there, all man you go see we able regulate it. Now we, as the authority, go now say to them, we want let you run this route for we. You for the run from 6 in the morning to 10, not so you they decide who say you want run. Now the regulator they tell you. Now we go tell you say now this route here, now 50 bus they want day. Now we go tell you say now this kind driver they want. Now we go set the standard for the driver there. So we say you driver, if you don't reach 21, you don't drive your bus. If you don't pass 60, you don't go ride your bus. If this driver, if he gets any criminal record, you don't go with that. Before you employ this driver, if you don't pass an eye test. So we they put this standard. So waiting SLPTA, they do the Sierra Leone Public Transport Authority, now for regulate them. Now we go set the schedule. We say now so you the run, we give them working timetable. And we they monitor, wait till they monitor you bus for don't clean before you pull an ado. The lights them for the work, the wiper, all them things that they now part of the regulation. Then what we they do as an authority now for monitor compliance. So what we don't do in all of this, before you do the kind of you for make sure say you get the enabling environment for make this kind of operation happen smoothly. So in that process, we just make sure say before you get busted the move from point A to point B, they forget terminal. So now we realize in a lonely, we don't build brand new terminal. When all the vehicles them go begin the operate from, so we pull them another region to junction so that they're not going to cause traffic congestion in that area. We also make sure say this system for be cashless so that you go buy your ticket before you can, you and driver no go get anything for do with ticketing. Waiting with a plan for do this, wait, I want to let people know this. This is not a pilot stage. Now pilot, waiting that they mean. Now land with the land. We not ever do this yet. I want let people understand that. So mistakes are bound to happen. But what we do now for learn from them mistakes then they. So when we scale on to other corridors then they, we for them perfect time before we reach another stage day. And no say people are very, very much interested in this. Now, even when you're gonna central bus station, we don't make sure say we do brand new toilets them for passengers them. So that when they wait for the transport and get side for go east themselves. And make una remember how transport business be there before. You go to Eastern Police, people and the woman they jump over window for gonna bus. Waiting president, you don't do so. You go na bus station, you go Calbatom, you they see people then queue. Bus they take them, we they move over 500,000 people a month. The record day regularly. Now massive improvements in this sector. So me want to make people understand one. Say this boss, worker fine, not a government boss. Now Metro Transport Company, now in get worker fine. SLPTA, and by extension, the Ministry of Transport and Aviation now regulates who they regulates them. Now we for tell them who's them and who's them for all. So I tell you now, thank you.
Iwaka fine also. So thank you very much, Acting DG. Me self get question they want to ask, but I go wait for the question round. But really glad if we don't provide the clarity. Not all governments get Waka fine and the headline that day. Governments procure the bus, give a private company a very innovative strategy. Governments have get stake inside a private company, not so. But the private company operates independently, and the authority just to provide the includes operating hours and ensuring that the system is conducive for me and you when you use the public transport, so that as citizens you enjoy use of public transport in the country. This is now part of the vision of His Excellency President Julius Maada Bio. And I just want to say one thing about this Waka fine. We will start and I have people say, no, crowds may be, this country may be. We just hear it again say, you see about 500,000 people on a monthly basis where they use the Waka fine bus. That shows say, I can always say, the people of this country, they're reasonable. When you put in place the right mechanisms, people only appreciate them. And despite all the challenges that we don't get, it's still been a remarkable success. And I don't say you and the minister will talk about the plans they want to get for even continue for increase on that. But as we use the road, the bus, we want to know if we safe. Road safety. Reverend Smart Senesi, give me an update on what will happen as it relates to safety of citizens. Because I find out, by the way, one of the biggest killers, in fact, I think the single largest killer of young people in this country, in their adolescence, most people don't know this, are transport accidents. It kills more Sierra Leoneans than anything else. Transport. So we have a huge issue. Talk about the mandates of your institution and what you want to do for address this problem.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. And I want to join my colleague for express with thanks to the Minister of Transport. We don't really help we forget a strategic direction in terms of the various sectors. The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority been started in 1996 as Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority. At the end of the day, we just take some functions from the Sierra Leone Police. We've been a deal with traffic and other issues that are relating to the road. But then in 1996, the government of Sierra Leone, through the Act of Parliament, being established an institution we then call the Sierra Leone Road Transport Authority. And we realized within that period that they may get wordings, but the concentration now being mostly on license, driver's license, vehicle license, TPR, etc., etc. So in 2014, the government see and fit for move away a little bit, well, not move away, for extend we mandate for begin handle safety issues on the road. We know say safety now a very important tool where we need for make sure that the people of Sierra Leone are safe. Minister just tell we say between the ages of 15 to 24, now the third largest cause for death in this country. And from 15 to 30, now the fourth largest cause for death. So it means say traffic incidents, injuries, and also fatalities, like very serious concerns where governments don't look into, and we want to make sure say now a collective responsibility. The Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority now just the lead agency, not to them no more responsible for the safety. We get different players then in line with the UN Decade of Action. We're giving 5 pillars. One of the pillars now road safety management, where you get a lead agency when the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, we're responsible for manage and coordinate other players them within the road transport sector. And then players there include the Sierra Leone Police, the insurance industry, the Ministry of Health, and many, many others where they deal with the lives of people on the road. And they also include ports, because now they carry the motor carrier of the country. We also include even the public transports them. They cut across different sectors. And we want to make we all know, say, now we all business, for make sure, say, we safe on the roads. You ain't a driver, you ain't a pedestrian are the one way they walk out on the road. You for also be sure that you take care of yourself and you take care of the one way you drive. I tell you, I say the UN Decade of Action 2021 to 30, we just get 6 more years towards that. And it gets 5 major pillars. One of such is the road safety management, we set up the lead agency when SLRSA. Then you get the second one, when are safer roads. Then we know say SLRA responsible for make sure the roads are good. They make sure say the potholes they all be done. Plenty time people like misunderstand SLRA and SLRSA, and so they hit at SLRSA on certain things. But we responsibility mainly now for coordinate all the various sectors, all the various agencies where they deal with people. We also get safer vehicles. I think when the minister come in, he don't propose a bill where they get for go to parliament and cabinet, because we get plenty old vehicles them when they apply we route them, and this they cause a lot of fatalities. Plenty people and they die where they're not supposed to die because of the kind of vehicles them where they use. And also the spare parts when they come into this country. We know say you go Godrich Streets, you go buy brake pad, before you reach Shell company, you don't put. And so most transport, public transport, when they move on the highway, you find out say they be stationary. And as a result of that, many accidents then don't they occur. So we move towards a situation we are in. We make sure all the sectors that were responsible, all the players them in the road sector, for take good action in terms of moving their own areas then for make we get a better system. And you and me for be a party to that. We need for no say each and every one of we get a role for play with road safety. Not only the lead agency, but me, you, if you see that the driver don't drunk or you don't take drugs, if they move people there, try to stop them and not be a passenger inside that kind of vehicle there because you they lost your life. Again, I want to encourage we all that we do a lot. We don't seem for the move a little bit from the license. Not say this is a serious issue where don't they come up. 4 out of the 5 products them we don't privatize them to a company PPP arrangement when are auto specs. And then they deal with the vehicle license, the MOT, the TBR, etc. They deal basically with the driver's license. And we want for a short say, going forward, I get very strong discussions with the Minister of Transport as to how we go we license them very secured and make them a way that anybody where they use the license go challenge any country where it travel go. And we also they move on trying to get the international driver's permit when a high standard one, and we hope that very soon that will come to fall. Again, I want to tell you now about the post-crash when the last pillar in the road safety UN Decade of Action. This pillar, they talk about how we go get emergency services na the roads, the highways them. We don't establish 2 centers when are highway management centers, one at 91 where they cover the southeast flank, and another within Goroka where they cover the southeast going to the northeast going towards Kono. So we expect that we will get 16 clinics then we go down the way working with the Ministry of Health, working with the National Emergency Medical Services, forget ambulance them, forget tow trucks them. We will make sure say that the service people them, anytime there is an emergency, then we will respond adequately. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. As soon as we try for provide accurate, detailed, timely information